Okay, so in today's video, we're going to go over the latest in the SEC versus Ripple or XRP lawsuit. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are invested in XRP and waiting to see when the price will take off, or maybe some of you are just following XRP and keeping an eye on this lawsuit and are looking for some updates. So hopefully this video can get you up to speed with where we are currently. Before we jump into it, guys, if you could take a second to go ahead and drop a like on this video, it would really help out the channel and help us get towards our goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's get into a bit of background about this lawsuit for those of you who may be hearing about it for the first time. So back in December 2020, the SEC, which is the Security and Exchange Commission in the US, decided to sue Ripple, who of course made the XRP token. And the reason for them suing them was because they believed that XRP was an unregistered security. And if XRP was in fact a security as the SEC claim, they would be entitled to quite a bit of money based on all the sales of the XRP token. So that's essentially the motivation for why SEC decided to sue Ripple. Now there is a set of criteria as to what defines what a security is, and that is known as the Howey test. And these criteria are as follows. So it first must be an investment of money. Secondly, it must be in a common enterprise. Thirdly, there must be an expectation of profit. And fourth, it must come from the efforts of a third party. Now, essentially, all cryptocurrencies match the three first criteria of the Howey test, but in order to be a security, you need to match all four of them. So essentially, that's where this whole lawsuit lies if XRP falls into that fourth category, essentially meaning that it would be centralized opposed to much of the cryptocurrency world where most of it is decentralized. So essentially the argument for XRP against the SEC is essentially that first of all, they weren't given fair notice before being landed with this lawsuit. And secondly, they are trying to say that it is decentralized and it does not come from a single third party, but essentially the price of XRP rising would come from quite a number of parties. So the ideal scenario for XRP and Ripple here would be to come away from this lawsuit with XRP being classified as a currency or commodity like much of the other crypto space. So it's about 10 months now since the lawsuit has started and it doesn't seem like it's coming to an end just yet. Many people think it'll be around early 2022 when we finally see this matter settled. There's a couple of big things at play here that are really going to tilt this lawsuit in one of two directions. So the first being the lack of clarity, I suppose, around the SEC's cryptocurrency regulations, and in particular how they would classify these cryptocurrencies as a security. So essentially the idea behind this is that you can't really go out and sue someone like XRP saying they're security when you don't really have your own thought process defined on cryptocurrency regulation. So essentially Ripple requested the court to allow them to access the SEC's internal discussions on XRP, so to see how they were internally speaking about XRP, and within that they're hoping to find something that kind of clarifies and highlights that the SEC don't really have their stuff together when it comes to cryptocurrency regulation and that they don't really have enough evidence on XRP. So this was approved by the court in I believe July or early August, but as of now the SEC has still not handed over anything to Ripple. But this will be very important when it does come to light because it'll be interesting to see how the SEC have been describing Ripple. Have they been describing it as a security? Have they said it's not a security? Or do they not know really what the status of it is? So all of that will be very telling and can really tilt the lawsuit in one of two ways. The other thing that could really go against Ripple is essentially that they use an internal messenger called Slack, as most companies would do, something like Microsoft Teams along that realm of things. And essentially they have been giving all their transcripts of conversations to the SEC, but that did not include direct messages. So essentially the SEC has requested to see the direct messages between all of the kind of higher up people within the Ripple organization, and from that they believe that they can find something in there that will essentially win their case for them. So the court has approved this and XRP do need to hand that over to the SEC. Now the latest deadline for the discovery period, which is essentially where both sides are allowed to gather all their evidence, is early November. So based on that new deadline of the discovery, we would be looking at probably early 2022 when this lawsuit will end. But early November will start to tell a lot for us because once that comes out, we'll get a much better idea of who has the upper hand in this lawsuit. So that's basically a recap of where we are with the XRP lawsuit right now. There is some chit chat around Coinbase possibly relisting it once they register with the SEC, but I'm not too sure of when or even if that will happen, but we will keep an eye on that situation. So if we take a look at the XRP price chart right now, we can see that it's trading at about $1.10. I feel like it's been here for quite a while. Let's go down and look at the year to date. So yeah, you can see it's kind of been in around that 98 cents to the kind of $1.20 mark. $1.20 probably on the higher end of things there. The all-time high that it hit this year was about $2. It's not actually going up to me on the chart there, but just under $2, about $1.90. So I could probably see it reaching back near that quite soon. Really depends on how early November goes with them two items of discovery. So yeah, essentially it is quite a risky play, of course, to have XRP because, as I said, it could be really polarizing depending on how the discovery goes. We could absolutely go to the moon, or if it doesn't work in XRP's favor, it could have some disastrous repercussions for XRP. Do remember that this is not financial advice by any means. Make sure you do all your own research when it comes to investing. But hopefully this video was a bit of a recap for what is going on in the XRP lawsuit right now. If you did enjoy it, as I said, if you could take a second to drop a like on this video, would really appreciate it. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like this kind of content, and we'll catch you guys in another video.